I just want to show you why I don't bother doing the rounding. I only have the rounding on my number 4.5, okay, scrub. The reason I don't is because the way I set the chip breaker by the 3mm gap that I set in, that's on the surface, believe it or not. That's touching my finger. That's the offset. There's the gap on the mouth. That's the gap which creates your scrub profile right there. That big gap, right? You don't need to round that blade. It'll just chop at everything. It'll hack away. Because I've left the 3mm gap, right? Everything goes backwards. When you stick it in there, it'll just ride back up here. It goes back upwards. So that's all set now. Look, that's ready to go, ready to cut as a scrub. I'm just going to pull it back because I don't want that sticking out when it's sitting down there. Okay, look now. Look at that gap there. Can you just see the gap? You see the light through there? Look, that's the gap there. Can you see it? Oh, it's difficult. Right, here we go. There, look, that's the gap there. That's your scrub gap. That's all you need. Go to the old fancy stuff. I only use it the number 4.5 for really bad timber. Right, I've done that one. I've lifted it out. I don't need to do the GP really because I'm not going to use it. I'm just using the scrub at the moment. This GP's for all sorts of stuff. Typically it's kept sharp. When one of these fails, I just switch over to that one. That's all it's for, really. That's all it's for. So all that came out, all of this came out of that scrub. Put the strop back, I'm done. I've had enough of bloody sharpening for today. Look, it's simple, yeah? It's simple clean up. Here we go. Simple clean up. That's my 3000. Just a bit of that old sock. Get it off. Yeah? Done. It is done. Yeah? Put it away. We are done. They are dry. There's no rust. They won't rust. They sit there not rusting because they've used alcohol. Use water and you'll know about it. I've just left it like that because look, that's all your diamond and mixed up with your swarf. It's all in there. I'm going to do an experiment with that later. Look, I've just left it there like that. I'm going to do an experiment with it when I get a minute. Okay, here's my platform. I got one for the... I've shown it this before, but it's in a series of other ones. I've got one for the big ones. That's my 150. That's all I use that one for. And then I've got one for the smaller ones, which is this bit, these three. And that's the other one. And it's just this. It's just a varnished piece of plywood with that backer on it. Goes straight in the vise. I can manoeuvre it where I want. Right, and then lock it. And it's done. Yeah. Take it off. It's got a hole in it. Come round here. It just lives there. Everything's close. It lives there. Now I can put this away. Just spray it. One spray coat. There's no water in there. It shouldn't be rusting. It's only the air. Put that in there. Put it in there. There's Buddy's lubricant spray in there. And here I go. I'm going to poison myself. Yeah. That's it. Put that on and be done. But no water in it. It's just my fingerprints and stuff like that. I need to protect it against. The only thing is it's fast. It's a pain in the arse to lock back up. Make sure it goes in there and I can see it. Because I lost that and I was crying when I lost it. Now I've got a backup. My son bought me another one as a backup. Right, so that's it. Now we're starting. The day's now starting just after 1 o'clock. The work day is starting now. So we'll shovel this in there. Get rid of the alcohol. Get rid of the sock. Don't need the sock anymore. It's just alcohol on there. Just alcohol, yeah? You can leave it. In fact, I won't leave it there. I'll just leave it there, okay? All it says is alcohol. So we're done. We're done on that. This is just the muck. There it is. It goes on the floor. We're done. Put that back where it came from, yeah? Put this back where it came from. Leave it. That's where it lives. Put that pencil back where it came from. It lives up there. Yeah. I've got some Stanley parts that needs to go in that, but it don't fit. So I've got to put it back in that box up there. Got my stuff. Got my brush. Got my pen. And now I'm gonna work on this. Well, basically, all I'm gonna do is just take off a bit of this. I'm gonna have to remove that and then put a little piece in. Because this is the side I'm going to shoot, get that 90. These are already a parallel at 90. They came off a machine. We just done. All I want to do is just take off anything on there, a little bit of fungus or whatever's growing on it. Just lightly go over it. Stick it in there. I don't need my big bench. That'll do. Don't get such a big overhang. Now, if you get this get the fine and really, really throttle it back so it's not touching. Okay, it's not touching. I can't do this on the fly, my fingers don't work, okay? I can, but that's painful because my little finger's getting crushed down there. My little finger's getting crushed in there and I can't do anything about it. Right, we're just about to bite now. The lateral lever's in neutral position. When I'm doing this, the edge, I don't tend to just joggle that lateral lever about. I lift the plane up like that to do it. I don't bother with it. There you go. That's it now. That's first cut straight off the sharpening. There it is. Okay. Look at that. First off the sharpening, and that stick out too far. Now it'll take me a while to tune this plane in. It'll take a while that blade's fresh to tune it in. Got all that backlash in there, that's it, it's just a bit back. Okay, and I'll just listen to it. And this is that sticky wood I'm telling you about. This is that cottonwood, it's sticky. Yeah, look, the shavings that are coming off there. That's first cuts with this new sharpened blade. It's coming off like that. Yeah. And what you're looking at here is this timber is not flat anywhere along its length. Anywhere along its body, look, that's all the patches that it's picking up. I only just want to take them patches off. That's basically all of it I want to do. I just want to take them. They're not even touching. I just want to get a face for me shooting. That's all I'm after. I'm just after a face for the shooting. And that's probably good enough because I'm going to hit it with this. Right. And this is all I'm after. I've already run the block plane over these corners and took them off. Now I'm going to sand them off. Right, we're done. We're done. The only dangerous part is there. And that's the top, so I've got to cut that out. Okay, I'll do it right here now. Right here and right now. So you just know that I'm doing the work, as I'm saying I'm doing the work. And I'll just use the... I'm just gonna literally stick that on there. Right. I'm going to put you in radio mode for a second. Bear with me. All I'm doing is I put it on the top and I'm just drawing up 2 lines. Just show me which bit I'm cutting out. And I'm just projecting the lines down. Flip it round. And I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut that out. Because it's definitely in my path, that. I'll show you when I'm done because I can't do this with the camera in my hand, the phone. Okay. So all I did is I drew a line there, that's this limit. So I went downwards and downwards. And I flipped it over. And I went downwards and downwards. And I want to take all of that piece out. I just want to take it out to there, literally. Because this is all crap. It's full of drill holes, yeah? So I'm just going to take it to there and take that bit out, okay? And I'll use the Japanese saw to do it. Not Japanese, but the pull saw. It's a pull saw. It doesn't say it's Japanese. It come from China. Everything's covered up with this bag. This is the favourite one that I like using. I don't like those others. They don't seem to work very well for me. This is the only. I'll make sure I get the metal out of the way because it drops off the bed for me. It does not sit there for me. Right, so it's a pulling blade. I'm not using my fingers. Right, I'll just start them off. Okay, look at that, it's broken, yeah? It's broken. It don't matter, you just cut it straight down. Don't need to be bang on accurate. Oh, look, there's a piece falling off, look. See that? It's frangible. Get them out. Forget about those, they've gone. Look how bad that is. You'll get that splinters all over you, that's why I'm cutting it out. Right. Look, it's just falling to pieces. I'll move my face out of the way then, because that's really funny. It's done it itself, there was nothing left. I just cannot do that with a 10-inch saw. Can't do it with my bloody gentleman's saw, and that's the only ones I use. Literally, they're the only ones I use. My coarse saws around there, and I don't use them for this. I just use them for rough carpentry. And those, same thing, I just use them for bloody doing big pieces of wood. Not for this delicate stuff. They're up there, they never get used. This one's used about once a year to just rip a bit of wood. And I need to make a long section of wood out of something thick. And I can't go to the wood yard. Can't take that to the wood yard, I have to buy fresh. I have to buy fresh. Okay, right, I've lost a piece at the back. Right, it's gone a bit further than where I want it to go. Doesn't matter. I'll just cut a bit deeper and get that out if I have to. Right, cut a bit deeper, okay. Cut a bit deeper and take the whole lot out. Because obviously I didn't get all of it, and I can't see around the back. You see me do it in real time, yeah? In real time on the vid time. Yeah, look how good this thing is. It's still got the lacquer coat on, I didn't take it off. I left it there. It's not going to hurt you, leave it there. Okay, that's done. I'm going to chisel all this off. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it right here in front of you. Right now. Move that. Get rid of that. Put that away. I don't want that sitting out there. I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it right here. You ready? Get your Stanley blade, right? Stand off to one side. Yeah, just put that in there and just run it. Right, that's all you need to do. Because what you're doing is you're creating something that it can't go past. And it don't matter how straight it is or square or whatever. But you see me, I've just drawn it to a rough line. Looking at the back, just looking to see where it's come off. Right, I've already cut past it. I'm just going to go like that. I'm not even going to worry about those cuts. I'm just going to go straight past it. I've made that line there. Yeah, same thing again. I'm offhand, I can't work offhand. And I'm not cutting towards my tip of my bloody pen. I'm not cutting towards myself. I only cut towards myself when my body's over here and I'm going that way. Yeah, my body's over here and I'm going that way. I'm just holding it on there with the lump on my wrist, the back of my wrist. I'm just holding it with it while I've got all of that. Right, I've done that. Come over here. Get baby tippity tap tap is here. Hold it over your bench. Baby tippity tap tap. Don't use your hand as a hammer. Yeah, it's gone a little bit past, don't worry about it. We're just putting a new piece of wood in there. We'll just put a new piece of wood in there and it doesn't matter what that looks like. Right, we're done. Yep, we're in butcher mode. Okay, what we're going to do is this. Stick it in there. Grab your rasp. Look what that baby's doing. With no time at all. Everything's gone. And this glue up will be bloody instantaneous. So I'm going to use screws, okay? Because they're not in a critical place. I've done that side, flip it around, I want to see what the other side's doing. This video is 13 minutes long, including all this other stuff that I was doing. Okay, I'll put it over this side, make sure it's tight. It don't matter if I put a slope on it, eh? See how it shatters it, look how it breaks it off. This stuff is, as Dave Corrie said, it's shite. He didn't say that. He just said it was cottonwood, and it's not much, what do you call it, used or something. I can't remember what he said actually. I just watch him all the time. You want to get a lump out, you see there's a lump there, that humpy dumpy, it's going to look like this. Take the humpy dumpy out with the back of it. Just work at it, it'll eventually go. I'm just going in the corner with that humpy dumpy bit. And it'll start to go, just disappear. You stick this over your piece of wood, mark it with a pen, put it. I'll show you. All I'm doing is I'm canting down that way to get a flat. I could have just done it with it as it was. Yeah. Right. I've got this tool here. It's a bit of sandpaper on a stick. And I just want to make sure I get all these sharps off. Yeah. Get them all off. Get these corners off. All the rattly bits, pull them off. this wood is just, it just flies apart. Basically it's just air. I think it's just full of air. All I've done, you see me do it, all I've done is took the sharps off. I don't want to be running, and my hands are fully automatic, they work by themselves, they go off on one and they go touch stuff like that. And if that's there, that's going to go into my hand. Right, just get in there with a clean. Just working, right. What this does cut a bit aggressive. See my privet handle one. The beauty of the beauties. Who could believe that a privet could look like that? Just shellac, no dyeing, nothing. That's what come off straight off the back, taken off, and that's what was underneath. That's all the green stuff, the cambium. The cambium, all the cambium layer, I left it on. It's bone dry. That was bone dry, seasoned. I've got loads out there seasoning. I will make another one. I've got another nice handle in there. It's similar to this one, but it's not got the square cut on it. This is a square cut. It's got like, it's not a crossing cut. It's a fully square. Never seen one before. First time I've ever seen one. Don't do that with your files. They will shatter. They'll just bristle. Unless you heat treat them back a little bit. They're a bit useless as a file. All that for other stuff. Ooh. It's vibrating because it's stuck right out. Okay, we're done. Okay. Right, let's get it out there. Put my hip there and get it out. Right, bring it over here, find a piece of wood. Find a bit of, in fact, what I'll do, I'll cut it, I'll shoot it, cut it to size and take it out of this. Because that's the right size already. It's back up there where it belongs. Nope, don't do that. I'm always doing that and leaving that blade stuck out. Always, always, always. I've got to learn not to do it. I've got to train myself not to do it. Get this spot out of the way. Tippy tappy goes back. All I've got left is my ruler. Oh, I haven't. I've got more stuff. I've got that. He lives up there. Put him back. He lives up there. Put him back. And I'm going to shoot this now with a shooter. A shooting box. It's over here. Grab it. It's heavy. This is a big chunk. I'll make sure this is how rigid. I don't want to go into me, because I'm using this side of the table. I'll make sure it don't go into my vice. There, that'll do, and I'll screw it to the table. Yeah. Put it there. Find me longer ones. These are my longer ones. Shorter ones over there, longer ones over here. Two positions, one there. As you can see, they're just wearing away now. Not that one, it's knackered. Just check the back of you, make sure you got a good one. That's a good one. This is a good one, and that one was a bad one. Get these drivers out of the way. That's the countersink. That's the driller. And that's the screwer. There we go. I've clicked it over. Don't matter if it's off, square, flat, nothing, doesn't matter. This thing is strong. You're not going to bend that. Okay, we're in. Right, I need my gloves. That one. And that one, because it hurts my hands. I'm going to use the screw to take off the majority, and then I'll flip over to the other one. Right, so I'll put it on there. I need both hands, so I'll see after it's done. All I'm doing is I'm shooting this. I'm going to shoot that out of there, this offset. I need the scrub to get rid of it. Just show it you. Let me show it you with this. Can you see it? Can you see how much is on there? You said, oh, what you've used? Look, it's still there, the same thing. Yeah. So I'm going to take all that off with the scrub. I'm not even going to bother cutting it. It's just a visual thing. Yeah. I'll stick it this way around, so I've got the lump stuck out at the back. And I'll start it there, look, and I'll just feed it until there's no more lump. Right, so I need both hands to do it. Okay, I'll be back after it's done.